My name is Feosa Mabutimangbo.
A lot of people don't know that on planet Earth today, there's more slaves than ever in human history. There's 27 million estimated. The chief point of the society said, everyone calls us the forest people. He said, we call ourselves the forgotten.
The scourge exists in every country, but 10 nations alone account for 3/4 of the world's slaves. Almost half are in India. Next comes China, followed by Pakistan, Nigeria, Ethiopia, Russia, Thailand, Democratic Republic of Congo, Myanmar, and Bangladesh.
Fighting in a cage isn't enough, and he decided to go to one of the most dangerous places in the world and dig wells and try to make a difference. Just so you know, in Africa,
Congo.
in that area, Zaire was the Congo, and Zaire was held together by a strongman named Siseko Mobutu.
Yep.
When he died, essentially the Congo broke into different factions. The Congo is a very, very mineral-rich area, and they've
Richest
always,
in the planet.
Yeah, the richest in the planet. I mean, what you get in your cell phone, the material you get in your cell, what is it called?
Coltan.
Coltan is
Huge,
mined there, and it's so everybody who has a cell phone has some mineral. I think typically from the Congo.
Yeah, 80% at least.
Right, and it's dug typically by hand,
By slaves.
by slaves.
Or rebel leaders and warlords that control the area.
And so what happened was, not only was there a civil war based on who was going to control Zaire, but more importantly, there were factions that were making a lot of money off of control of those different mineral mines. And so a warlord would hire a bunch of guys, couldn't find enough soldiers, would go into a village and literally conscript by force a bunch of children, put them on drugs, give them a gun, etc., etc. Add to that, if you go back, some of the worst, most concentrated killing in history was in Rwanda, when the Tutsis and Hutu moderates were killed by Hutu extremists to the tune of 800,000 by machete.
In 100 days.
In 100 days. Now think about that. In 100 days, about 800,000 people killed. Men, women, and children, mostly women and children, entire villages. They would leave one alive, and those guys who did that killing would go into the forest. So now what you have is in the Congo, an area the size of Western Europe, by the way. We're talking about an area the size of Western Europe. Sorry to give a quick history lesson, because I want to get back to it. But it's important. It's important to just give a little background of where he went, because listen,
I know, it's so dangerous.
In many ways, this area is considered the most dangerous area in the world.